The woman herded an alpaca into the tomb passage. The plump animal barely made it a few steps before triggering a trap. This was what the local natives called the Celestial Vault. For centuries, the natives had tried every method they could think of to get through. Every single one had failed. I thought for a moment, then crouched down and sketched out a blueprint. Using parts I had on hand, I threw together a gravity-powered four-wheel cart. I gave the wooden wheel a gentle spin to set the direction and released the latch on the gear. The cart rolled forward into the passage under its own momentum. I steered it precisely by pulling ropes attached to either side. Just as the cart was about to reach the end of the corridor, the mechanism triggered and locked it in place. I immediately pulled a third rope, using it to swing a pole on the back of the cart into a switch button. The tomb door opened. Once we crawled inside the chamber, there was no treasure waiting for us, just a bottomless cliff dropping into nothing. The second sealed door was covered with over 100 keyholes. I took a torch from one of my companions and tossed it over the edge to gauge the depth. We watched the light shrink into the darkness until it vanished completely. We never heard it hit the bottom. I took a deep breath and led the way onto the stone bridge. The queen handed me an ancestral key, telling me to use my judgment to find the right keyhole. I noticed that each keyhole was engraved with a unique constellation pattern. The natives worshipped the sun god above all else, so I jammed the key into a hole marked with a sun symbol. I'd chosen wrong. The stone started retracting fast. With death closing in, it suddenly hit me. The number of keyholes in each row was a prime number, but the total count of keyholes was 100. That meant there had to be a hidden keyhole. I had my companion grab my ankles, then leaned over to search the cliff face below. Sure enough, I found the 101st keyhole. I shoved the key in and turned it. The queen saw the gap between us was too wide. She told me to stay put and not peek at the Celestial Vault's secrets. She'd go back and have her people build a ladder to bridge the distance. I didn't trust her. I decided to grab whatever I could to keep us alive first. After entering the third challenge, we were stumped again. 2 triangular keyholes appeared on either side of a stone door, but we only had one key. After examining it closely, we realized the key was actually 2 keys joined together. We assumed inserting both keys into the keyholes at the same time would open the door, but no matter how many times we tried, nothing happened. That's when I noticed glowing orbs embedded in the wall, connecting them to an ancient native legend. I speculated that the mechanism could only be activated when sunlight hit both keyholes simultaneously. So we waited. The moment the beams of light aligned, we turned both keys at the same time. The stone door finally opened. Instead of another narrow corridor, we stepped into a massive cavern. Right in the center sat a pyramid-shaped coffin. Following the light to the far end of the cave, I finally understood why this place was called the Celestial Vault. The entire tomb was built into the face of a sheer cliff, with a cloud-covered abyss stretching endlessly below our feet.